Hey, it's Steve from Remax Metropolis. I just wanted to give you a quick insight as to what I go through when I'm setting up an MLS search for you and the screens that I look at, and it gives you a bit more of an insight as to what I have to do and how I help you guys find your perfect place. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set up a real quick MLS search. This is my back end screen that I look at. I'm going to set up something for Durham right now. Let's go Whitby. What I can also do is I can zoom into a community, so it gives me a little bit more insight into in the detail area for certain communities. So I can get pretty specific. I can also sort by postal code and things like that as well. So in this case, I'm going to do 4 bedrooms. I can also search for properties that have an extra bedroom or many extra bedrooms, depending on how many I need. I can look at exterior features. I can look at pools. I can look at waterfront properties, all these kinds of things. I can get quite specific as to what your needs are, which is why I always say give me as much feedback as you can, and I can tweak the searches to suit. I can also search up in the left-hand corner here for solds, terminateds, expireds, things like that. So that, again, is part of the process that I use to research the properties. In this case, I'm looking at some properties in Whitby with pools. There's not too many of them right now, but again, I've looked at something very specific. This is the map view, so I can plot all the properties on the map. This helps when I'm sorting out a schedule for showings. I plot everything on the map just to make sure we're being as efficient as possible. And then results-wise, one of the important views that I have in particular is I've set up a custom view that gives me the days on market for these properties. Right now, the way the market is, there is opportunity with properties that are sitting on the market for more than a couple of weeks. Agents are still trying to sort of give us that, sort of bidding war process. There's a lot of agents are still listing properties with bidding wars in mind, or with offer dates. So that gives us, this kind of thing gives us an idea of what properties have been on the market for a while and where there are opportunities to go in and negotiate a price versus trying to cope with the bidding war process. So this is all the properties that are coming up in this particular search. As you can see here, this one here has been on the market for 23 days. And certainly this is something that might be an interesting property to approach and look at it, and then come in and make an offer and negotiate a final sale price with the seller and the seller's agent. This is really important at this time of the year, not to we need to do our best to try and avoid the bidding wars, because it's really not necessary, because the market has slowed to a point where we can go in and make offers and look at some other opportunities of that nature. So again, days on market for me is a very important aspect to the market right now. So this house, as an example, it's been on the market for 28 days. Now, it is a $5 million house. More expensive homes tend to take longer to sell just because the market for them is not as large. That's basically it. Your clientele is not as widespread. This interesting place has its own elevator. Pretty beautiful. Wow, look at that. Yeah, extraordinary decor in this house. Very nice. Beautiful wine cabinet there. That's very nice. Outdoor pool. Really nice looking tile work there. Quite the place. So again, this house has been on the market for about a month. But again, in this price range, not really, crazy. Here's a house, again, on the market for 46 days. This is something, if you're looking for a nice 4-bedroom house, certainly we can go in with an offer on this house under asking, and then negotiate a final sale price to see where we end up. So that's a little bit about what I do. So what I would do is I would take, let's say this is all your criteria. I would then go ahead and I would save this into an automated email system for you. You're going to get an email every morning with new properties, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Right here we have, this in particular is a rental search. So you will get an email that looks something like this every morning. And you will also, you'll also be able to look at each individual property. These are the new listings that come up, or you can view all the listings, and that opens up in a new window here, and that plots all your listings that fall under the criteria that we have set. And then again, you can go in and look at each one individually. Gives you the full photographic results, plus a lot of detail on the property as well, the rooms, the lot size, all those kinds of things. So again, room size, room measurements, all that stuff. And then you can also favorite a property as well, which will give me feedback as to what properties that you're interested in. And then I can do a bit more research on those individual properties, and then we can plan our day and go have a look at some of some of your favorites. So that's about it. That's what we look at. That's what I look at when I'm setting up a MLS search for you. And if you have any questions, I'd love to get feedback. So give me a call anytime. Thanks very much.